breaking news coming in. Multiple drone intrusion attempts reported near the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir. The army opened fire at this Pakistani drone in the Nowshera sector this evening. A search operation has now been launched to ascertain if this was an arms dropping attempt in the area. Now, yesterday, a drone from Pakistan dropped a consignment of arms in the Samba sector. Now we have Nazir Masoodi joining us on this story. Nazir, bring us the latest.
Multiple drone sightings have been reported in different sectors along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly this evening, and one was responded by the army in Nowshera sector, where army opened fire after sighting a drone from Pakistan. And a search operation has also been launched in the area to ascertain if their drone may have dropped arms. Because more often than not, drones are being used to smuggle weapons and the drugs into Indian side. And yesterday only in Samba sector, arms were recovered which were dropped by the drone in Samba sector as well. So there have been at least 5 to 6 drone attempts along the line of control and international border in Jammu and Kashmir this evening. This is first time such a large, multiple drone sightings or the intrusions have been reported after Operation Sindoor. That time we see on both sides drones were massively used by the both sides, and after that we see first time such multiple drone attempts along the line of control. But army has quickly responded in Nowshera sector, where they opened fire and gunshots were heard by the locals as well.
Right, Nazir. So, how do you see this provocation now from the Pakistani side with this drone intrusion? How is now that the search operation has been launched? What is the latest? What is the latest in this search operation?
While the search operation has been launched, but it may take some time because during the night it may not be easy to actually to ascertain if anything has been dropped, their arms or the drugs. Perhaps tomorrow morning army is going to further intensify search in the area. But it's not first time that the drones are being used. But after Operation Sindoor, these largely stopped. But we see again this evening there have been multiple drone attempts. Clearly a provocation from across the border, whether it is smuggling the arms, dropping the arms or the drugs, both the ways it is trying to, violate the sanctity of the line of control. But clearly not first time, and clearly not the first time for the army to respond to such situation, and they have been dealing it with very firmly with military tactics and halting any such attempts. So one search operation has been launched in Nowshera sector after army opened fire this drone intrusion in that particular sector.
Now, Nazir, given the fact that the government has said that Operation Sindoor is still active and underway, how do you decode these multiple drone intrusions taking place and the fact that many are suspected to, in fact, be an attempt to drop arms in the region? How do you decode this?
When it comes to Operation Sindoor, that the clash may have ended, but army has always been on state of alertness, particularly in Jammu and Kashmir along the line of control. Every day there are counter infiltration operations or to see any intrusion or any violation from other side. There have been some attempts of the ceasefire also in the past, but not in the recent past. But this drone attempt, particularly multiple drone attempts, has been a clear of some attempt to escalate things along the line of control. But army has not so far issued any formal statement, except that there have been reports which when the gunshots were heard in Nowshera sector, clearly things have never been calm. This is a complex situation along the line of control. We have a complex neighbor and a problematic neighbor. So it's clearly not going to go away. So things have never been, peaceful, though they have remained calm post Operation Sindoor. But clearly some attempt this evening to use these drones either to try to drop the arms or ammunition or to drop the drugs, which has been often the case in case of drone droppings.
Thank you, Nazir, for joining us on this breaking story. Moving on to other news, TVK Chief Vijay is set to appear before the CBI in connection with the Karur stampede case. Sources say that Vijay has decided to abide by the summons and face investigators. Now, Vijay is likely to fly to Delhi by a chartered aircraft, leaving early in the morning. Now, party sources maintain that this is to ensure full cooperation and to rule out any perception of evasion. Now, TVK has also sought Delhi police protection for Vijay during this arrival and stay at the national capital. Now, sources add that Vijay's return is expected after the completion of his CBI appearance, likely by Tuesday.
நாளைக்கு விஜய் போகும்போது எங்களுக்கு கூடுதலா பாதுகாப்பு வேணும், அவருக்கு எந்த ஒரு அச்சுறுத்தலும் இருக்கக்கூடாதுங்கிற மாதிரிலாம் பாதுகாப்பு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. டெல்லியில அவர் போய் தங்கும் இடத்துல அந்த அளவுக்கு எதுவும் சிக்கல்கள்லாம் இருக்குதா, அவருக்கு பாதுகாப்பு குறைபாடுகள் எதுவும் இருக்கிற அளவுக்கு இவங்க இந்த தனியா ஒரு பாதுகாப்பு கேட்கிற அளவுக்கு?
வழக்கமாக பாதுகாப்பு கேட்பது என்பது ஒரு நடைமுறை. ஆனால் நிச்சயமாக கரூரை விட நல்ல பாதுகாப்பு டெல்லியில் வழங்கப்படும்.
Now, fresh flashpoint has emerged between allies DMK and the Congress in Tamil Nadu, this time over a film. Congress MP Manikam Tagore has publicly slammed the film Parashakti, distributed by Udayanidhi Stalin's Red Giant movie, sparking a sharp retort from DMK leaders. Here's more.
From real to real, Parasakti and its politics is playing out in battleground Tamil Nadu, and it's now triggered a war of words between allies DMK and Congress. The first salvo was fired by Congress MP Manikam Tagore, who questioned the content of Parasakti.
मद्रासी हिंदी बोला, हिंदीकारण मद्राता, हिंदीकारण तमिल बोला.
Tagore claimed that the film carries dialogues against the Congress. Sharing a post by YouTube channel Chanakya, Manikam Tagore declared that he did not waste his hard-earned money in watching the film. The DMK hit back quickly. Its IT wing leader responded, saying, "Why should we waste our efforts to secure votes for them and ensure their victory?" Parasakti has been distributed by Red Giants Movies, owned by Udayanidhi Stalin, adding another political layer to the controversy. But while one ally is sniping, another veteran actor and politician, Kamal Hassan, heaped praise. Calling Parasakti an election anthem, Hassan declared it a historic victory for the DMK. The film's political message is not lost on anyone. Set during the Nehru-Indira era, with explicit references to the resistance against the centre's language policies, Parasakti clearly serves a contemporary political purpose. It explains the origins of the DMK's historic opposition to the three-language formula and positions the party as the singular defender of Tamil identity against what is presented as North Indian cultural dominance. The film also doesn't shy away from foregrounding DMK icons like C.N. Annadurai and M. Karunanidhi as champions of Tamil cause. Parasakti appears to be tuned to young first-time voters and to the broader Tamil pride discourse, something that's been a long-time hallmark of the DMK. As history shows, cinema and politics in Tamil Nadu remain inseparable. NDTV Bureau Report.
PM Modi led the Somnath Swabhiman Parv with the Shaurya Yatra at Gujarat's historic Somnath temple, marking 1,000 years of Somnath's resilience. The Prime Minister participated in a grand procession amid massive crowds and powerful visuals celebrating India's civilizational memory. Prime Minister Modi offered prayers at the temple and paid tributes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who spearheaded the Somnath's modern reconstruction. Now, addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Modi said Lord Somnath made the event divine, calling himself blessed to be there with Mahadev's grace. Recalling history, he said Somnath symbolizes courage, valor, and honored ancestors who fought to protect the sacred shrine.
आतताई आते रहे, मजहबी आतंक के नए नए आक्रमण होते रहे, लेकिन हर युग में सोमनाथ पुनः पुनः स्थापित होता रहा। इतनी सदियों तक का संघर्ष, इतना लंबा प्रतिकार, इतना महान धैर्य, सृजन और पुनर्निर्माण का ऐसा जीवन, ये सामर्थ्य अपनी संस्कृति में ऐसा विश्वास और ऐसी आस्था दुनिया के इतिहास में ऐसा उदाहरण मिलना मुश्किल है।
Now, Prime Minister launched a sharp attack on Jawaharlal Nehru from Somnath Swabhiman Parv, accusing him of appeasement politics and what he called a hidden hate for temples. Now, the Prime Minister said a slave mindset led some to ignore Somnath's importance and claimed attempts were made to stop Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel from rebuilding this temple. Now, referring to Somnath's repeated destruction, Prime Minister Modi said the truth about the attacks on the shrine was concealed from the nation and warned that forces opposing Somnath's revival are still active today.
मजहबी उन्माद की मानसिकता को केवल साधारण लूट बताकर ढंकने के लिए किताबें लिखी गई। सोमनाथ मंदिर एक बार नहीं, बार बार तोड़ा गया। अगर सोमनाथ पर आक्रमण केवल आर्थिक लूट के लिए हुए होते तो 1000 साल पूर्व पहली बड़ी लूट के बाद रुक गए होते, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ। सोमनाथ के पवित्र विग्रह को तोड़ा गया, बार बार मंदिर का स्वरूप बदलने की कोशिश हुई और हमें पढ़ाया गया कि सोमनाथ को लूट के लिए तोड़ा गया था। नफरत, अत्याचार और आतंक का असली क्रूर इतिहास हमसे छिपाया गया।
Time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side. Now, in breaking news coming in, India has won its first ODI against New Zealand, winning by 4 wickets. A 17-run over takes India home. However, Virat Kohli scored 93, missing his 85th international 100. This is the second highest successful run chase by India against New Zealand. Now, Virat Kohli missed out on the deserving 85th international 100, but thanks to KL Rahul's penultimate over heroics, India has successfully defeated New Zealand in its first ODI by 4 wickets in Vadodara today. Now, we have Rika Roy joining us on this breaking story. Rika, bring us the latest.
Well, as you mentioned, India has beaten New Zealand by 4 wickets in Baroda in the opening ODI of the series. It was a tight game. It wasn't an easy game for the Indians because despite Virat Kohli's 93, India lost quick wickets in the middle. There were successive wickets lost after Virat Kohli went. It was Virat Kohli, Jadeja and Sehar. In the end, Harshit Rana, the youngster, steered India with a 21 balls 29. Also, there was KL Rahul in the middle, who was calm and composed, helping India with a knock of 29 runs to seal this victory. In fact, in the last 2 overs, India needed 12 runs off 12 balls, but a big over by KL Rahul in the end helped India seal this game. The talking point, of course, once again has been Virat Kohli's Player of the Match award. It is his 45th Player of the Match award, and in fact, he was asked at the presentation, what does he do with all these awards? He says he sends it back to his mum in Gurgaon because she loves keeping all the awards. And Virat Kohli spoke about how in his second coming, as one would say, he has really taken his game to a notch higher. He has found another gear, and the way he's challenging the opposition. He spoke about his new game, the way he's approaching each game now. And as you mentioned, he is inching closer to Sachin Tendulkar's landmark, though it's still a long way off. But Virat Kohli, if he continues to play one format of the game, he will reach sooner or later.
Right, Rika. Thank you for joining us on this breaking story. Now, time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.